Hey, so let's talk about tool loading on our Speedio. So there's on the S series, which we have, there's three tool loading positions. Okay, so there's the spindle loading position, which I'm not going to talk about today, and then if you go three to the left and you go three to the right, there's a tool loading position right here. And the reason it's a tool loading position is at the back of the machine, there's this little flap right here, and that allows you to kind of get the taper out. I guess you could probably sneak it out in other locations, but it's just easier at those locations right there. So um, let's talk about this. So the first thing you can see is right now in this location, I have this half-inch finisher, and I have a really flush tool holder. This is a Mari tool hydraulic. I'm not sure quite what the gauge length is, but it's about an inch, so it's really tight up there. Let's just switch over to this. Let's pretend for a minute that this was the one. This one's nice because you've got a great grip. This is about a 4-inch gauge length. Got a great grip surface right here. Easy to pull that in and out and get some power on it. This one here is an absolute pain. Let's not try doing this one right now, but let's do this. First of all, let's switch to an empty slot hole. So right here. Okay. So we're going to be loading a tool into slot 16, and we actually had some trouble with this tool, and I engaged the tool in the carousel in what I thought was a correct manner, and when I went around to do the tool touch off, it didn't load because I had not installed it correctly, and so the tool fell down and went down the chip chute, and because it was a tiny little like 86 thousandths flat bottom drill bit, it broke in a heartbeat, and on top of that, I was out $43, and I had to wait a day and a half for the next tool to come. So anyway, what we've got is we've got this loaded in a Lindex Nikin SK10 Slim Chuck, and I talked to the Yamazin salesperson, Frank, and what he said was that some people, what they do is they go and print a holder that extends the tool, and so we did that. So you can just see in the bottom of the pocket there's a hex, and that hex picks up on this hex of the Slim Chuck. So let's go work that out. So the problem is there's not much gauge length, and it's a little itty bitty tool. You can't really grip it very easily. So first of all, we have these numbers which we put on our chart so we know what's loaded. So tool 297 is loaded in slot 16. Okay, so let's go grab our tool and our holder. So basically just slot that on there, so just like that. And you can see once it engages in the hex, it's on quite deep, and it doesn't turn. So now the notches go front to back. So we go in our, let me zoom out, go in on our 16 position, and we just hook in, and that final click meant that it's engaged. And so now I'm turning it, and it's definitely on there for good. And then we put a through hole through so we can take whatever tools will come out. So you have to pretty much customize these to your different holders. Obviously, this is not going to work for that super slim Mari, but you know, it worked quite well for that one there, and we'll be basically printing a whole bunch of these tools for our different holders because it's a lot better than busting a tool and crying over it. So anyway, that was real nice. We can quickly do a tool touch off. Let's do that real fast. So we're already set up to do that, and off we go. Oh look, it didn't fall, thank goodness. Okay, we must be, yeah, there we go. All right, thanks for watching.